Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Aly.
Coming up, the warning signs of a recession are at Five Guys.
Also, Sharknado has nothing on Cocaine Shark.
All that and more on the way next. I don't have to admit this to anybody. I was the first one here. No one would know.
Okay.
But I'm going to get it off my chest.
Okay.
8772-RADIO-U, or the talkback button in the new RadioU app. I was late for work today.
I was 5 minutes late too.
Yeah, were we late for the same reason? Let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dropped my AirPods.
Traffic.
This hour of day.
You would think that there would be no traffic. It's not really traffic itself. There's these lights that keeps, for some reason, stopping me in the downtown area where our studio is located. I drive through it every time. And I can't seem to time it right. Some days I get it right, some days I don't. But there's these lights that are on a timer for some crazy reason. Instead of being like, when a car drives up, then they switch.
Yeah.
And so they'll just like stop. And I'm like, I'm so close to being to work and I have to sit here for a minute for no reason.
You should get one. I've thought about this once I learned about it. One of those things that's on fire trucks and ambulances that can make the lights turn green for them.
They have something like that?
Yeah.
I just thought that they just drove right past, you know?
No, I mean, they can ignore them, sure, because they're ambulances and fire trucks. But I noticed this a while ago because there was probably an ambulance. I was behind an ambulance and it was going through all the lights. The lights were all turning green. I was like, nice, because I'm behind it.
Right.
So nice. But as it was going through, you would see on top of the traffic light, there'd be like a blink, I can't remember what it was doing, but there was like another light that was like on top that was noticeable. And so I looked it up what that was, and it's like that is a light that like communicates with a thing on a fire truck or ambulance that can make the lights turn green when they know in it because they are communicating they know an ambulance.
No way.
I know, it's pretty awesome.
I've never heard of that. So yeah.
And I don't think it would be illegal to have one on just your regular car.
Oh, really?
It probably is totally fine. You just buy it on Alibaba and you're good to go. Okay, but why I was late is because I dropped my they're not actually AirPods, but I dropped my Bluetooth headphones.
Okay.
And spent an embarrassingly long time looking for them.
Like on the driveway or something?
No, in my house.
Oh, what?
I set them somewhere on top of stuff to make sure I wouldn't forget them to bring them today. But then I wasn't looking, and so I picked up the thing because I put them on something else that I was going to remember. And then when I picked that up, they went flying.
Oh, no.
Throughout the room. And then I was like, I even have another pair that I know where it is. So it crossed my mind. I was like, I can just leave. I can just
go get the other pair.
Go get the other pair. Yeah. But then I was like, if I don't find, because it's not the case dropped, but they fell out of the case.
Oh.
So I was like, if I don't find these now, I will never find them.
the dog might eat them.
Yeah, she wouldn't do that.
Okay.
They would never be found again. They would never be found again. So I had to play loud music because they automatically connect to my phone. So I had to get Spotify or RadioU going and start playing it really loudly so that I could follow the sounds to where they wound up.
Was this in the room with Mrs. Hudson, or this was like in the living room?
This is in the dining room.
Okay.
So I wasn't.
So you were able to turn a light on.
I did have a light on.
Okay.
And I had my flashlight going, and I had the loud music, music playing as loud as it would go, and I did eventually find them, of course, but it took a while. But I just thought there was the thought of like, if I don't find these now, then they're basically garbage because I'm not going to find them, come home from work today and find them.
Oh, really? Why not?
No, because they get kicked under something, or like if you don't find them right in that moment, you're not finding it. Well, it's going to get vacuumed.
I thought you meant if you don't find them now, it's like worthless to ever find them. Like,
I might as well not look. I don't think I would ever find it.
Okay, I thought you just meant you'd give up the search.
I probably would, because it'd be like, I'm not, if I can't find it this morning, I'm never going to find it.
Okay.
Is what I was thinking. So, but I did find them. So everybody can rest easy. You heard of Cocaine Bear, but let me introduce you to Cocaine Shark. 8772-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the new RadioU app. Where would you find Cocaine Shark, or where should you avoid Cocaine Shark? The Bahamas.
Oh, no.
So idyllic.
Yeah.
So beautiful. so serene. Not so much.
Uh-oh.
Not when cocaine shark is lurking about.
How are these sharks getting cocaine?
That's a good question. And the probably the true answer is that it's getting into the water by like sewage, when people when the cops are coming and your friends are like, cheese it. And then you flush it down the toilet and then it goes into the sewage and then it goes into the ocean.
I don't know that because I don't have friends that have to use cocaine, but I've seen that in movies.
Mm-hmm. There's that. There's also, well documented, right? That cocaine is transported across the ocean in boats. Sometimes it washes ashore. Usually, I feel like they bundle it. It's a lot of money's worth.
Yeah.
So they treat it with care that even if it falls off the boat, it usually seems to make it to land.
Okay.
In those bundles.
Okay.
But sometimes not, I guess. Sometimes it gets broken open, maybe by the shark itself.
I was going to say, if the shark went and bit it, I don't know if the integrity of whatever it's kept in is going to really hold together.
I think shark teeth would be sharp enough to tear right through that.
I would definitely think so. They've got rows and rows of teeth, so that's crazy, though. So that they are finding sharks. They have, large amounts of cocaine? What's happening?
Yeah, this is, I guess we should mention that this is actually a study that was done. Okay. Scientists found cocaine and many other drugs. In fact, cocaine was actually on the rarer side of the stuff they found, but they found a lot of human drugs in the sharks that they tested near the Bahamas. The most common, it looks like, thing they found was caffeine. Oh. The sharks were getting caffeinated.
That makes a lot more sense to me because I feel like caffeine is so prevalent with humans that it's feasible that would end up, in the ocean somehow.
Yeah, but the ocean is so big, it just seems like the caffeine would be so diluted even by the time that it made it, don't you think?
I don't know.
It can't have strong effects on the shark.
Yeah, maybe not, but we definitely do consume enough caffeine that I could see this happening.
We're literally urinating caffeine right into the shark's mouth, basically.
So much caffeine is coming towards the sharks.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah. There's also other common painkillers. And they found this in fish too.
It would be anything in the ocean.
In the Great Lakes, there's always fish on antidepressants and whatever. And so
they need to be if they're in the Great Lakes. My gosh.
I guess so. Sometimes I see them washed ashore and I'm like, I get it.
Yeah, they've given up on life.
Yeah, but it's probably still not the best. The good thing about cocaine shark is it's easy to avoid.
Okay. Just don't go to the Bahamas?
Just stay out of the water. I'm not going to say that I'm going to adhere to that. The next time I'm near a beach, I'm probably still going to go in. But if you are concerned about sharks generally, or even more so cocaine shark, which seems like a concern, you can just easily not go in. Just stay on land.
I just want to know when we're getting the movie.
Oh, we have to, right?
We got Cocaine Bear.
I can't believe the movie didn't come before this happened in real life.
I know. Come on, Shark Week? No, you can't tell me there's no Shark Week about this already.
There's gotta be. With AI animations and everything. Yes. The NCAA tournaments have been going on over the weekend. Something I learned about the women's tournament for basketball is that unlike the men's, they play the first two rounds at the higher seeds home court.
Yes, so Ohio State's been hosting some games.
Yeah, so 8772 RadioU, the example here is that West Virginia got to host. They were a 4 seed, so they got to host their first game. And then as the 4 seed, if they won, they would also get to host the second game as well.
Yeah.
Because they'd be going up against either a 5 or a 12. So that's all great. I think it's nice to have that's going to make for less upsets, most likely. It's also going to make for a really cool environment.
Yes.
And it's also an additional reward to those teams for having better seasons. But here's what's crazy. They played West Virginia got to host their games, but the games are played under neutral site rules.
Oh.
Which means teams are banned from using team-specific music and entertainment at their games that they get to host.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, that seems odd. What's the point of having home court advantage if you can't really utilize that.
Exactly. I mean, it makes it easier for your fans to travel and visit the game and attend the games. But if it's at your court anyways, you should be able to do your own production.
You should be able to run it like a home game.
Well, the NCAA doesn't see it the same way. So that eliminates being able to use team-specific music and entertainment. But the West Virginia fans this weekend were able to circumvent the rules because they're not allowed to play Take Me Home Country Roads in the stadium.
Love that song.
At the Hope Coliseum. But that doesn't stop the fans from singing it out.
Let's go.
Which is exactly what they did. And so I love that, both just as like, that's just a fun tradition anyways, and as their fun way of sticking it to the NCAA of like your stupid rules. I love it even more. So I'm glad West Virginia wound up winning.
The song itself is obviously super cool and very iconic. And as a person that was born in West Virginia, I feel like it's just immediately in my blood that you have to love John Denver because I do love him so much. But what's cooler to me about this actually is that everybody knows the words and is able to sing it a cappella, because that is actually really cool to be in that environment when you're like just in a large room of people, and in this case an arena, and everybody's singing a song and there's no like actual musical guy.
Feels good.
You know, like it feels really, really cool. This actually just happened to me over the weekend. I went to a Columbus Blue Jackets game and they started playing the Garth Brooks song Friends in Low Places, and they had to cut it because the face-off started, and so they had to stop the song, and everybody kept singing it because everybody knows the words to that song. And so it was really cool that, you know, everybody kept singing.
That's crazy that everybody knows the words to that song because it's not even on Spotify.
I know.
That is a
travesty.
I hate Garth
Why
Brooks.
is that not on Spotify? That annoys me to no end.
Get off your high horse, Garth Brooks.
Yes, give us that song.
Or Chris, what was his name when he was a rock star?
I don't know. I didn't
Chris
even.
Something.
I didn't know he went by a different name.
Look that up. He had an alter ego.
So is Garth Brooks his real name?
Yeah, I think so. But whatever when he tried to have a rock career as
he went by something else.
Yeah, he had a different name.
That's wild.
You know how you're like well known and like one of the biggest artists in the world? Why don't we use a different secret name?
Yeah.
So nobody knows it's you.
Something weird's going on with him.
But that didn't work out. Anyways, but Take Me Home Country Roads is such an iconic song that remember the football games in Germany where the fans are singing it there?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do they even know that?
I love that
why
they know it.
Why do they know that song?
I love it.
And what significance does it have in a Dolphins versus Buccaneers game?
Right. Zero significance. It's just such a fun song to sing.
I guess it's never a bad song.
Yeah, it's super fun to sing it.
Good on West Virginia for doing that. And maybe the NCAA will just repeal that stupid rule, but it's just one in a long list of many.
I was going to say.
And one of the few they can actually enforce.
Yeah, they're not known for great decision making.
It's time for our Monday tradition, the box office breakdown, looking at what made money and what didn't in theaters over the weekend. And of course, we love to see your reviews as well. What have you watched? Let us know at 877-2-RADIO-U or use the talkback button in the new RadioU app. Aly, I'll let you guess what was number one in theaters this weekend. This is a layup. You should easily get this one.
I'm going to go with Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
All right.
You got it. Project Hail Mary was number one, and it was number one by a long shot.
Okay.
It was a big weekend for Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling, which made an estimated $80.5 million in North America this weekend.
Is that the biggest opening weekend we've had this year?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Biggest this year. Also, biggest opening weekend ever for Amazon MGM.
Oh, okay.
Also, the not accounting for inflation, the second biggest opening for a non-franchise movie of all time.
Wow.
Which non-franchise yet, but I guess who knows, right?
Maybe there could be a franchise with Project Hail Mary.
You make this kind of money, you might try to figure out a way to turn it into a franchise. Prequels, sequels, universe.
The executives are like, hold my beer.
They're already working on that. But the biggest non-franchise opening ever was Oppenheimer, and that still stands to this day.
Makes sense.
So $80.5 million, I would suffice to say it was a good weekend for Project Hail Mary.
I would say so, too. I've heard a lot of really good things about that movie. My cousins went to go see it, and they were telling me about it because we all went to the Blue Jackets game together, and they had high praise for it. So I definitely want to go see it as soon as possible.
If you saw it, let us know what you thought. Apparently about 5 million people did. 8772 Radio U. Number 2 in the box office was Hoppers.
All right.
That made another $18 million. And then number 3 was Durantar, The Revenge.
Okay. Did we talk about that one?
No, I think it's in a different language.
Okay. I don't remember hearing about that.
What's sad is, good for that movie, I suppose. Sad for every other movie is that was number 3. Ready or Not 2, Here I Come couldn't even beat a movie in a different language in the United States.
Yeah.
That is, and probably not a great sign. If you're curious about Durantar, The Revenge, it sounds like there's already probably been a Durantar movie.
Yeah.
Since this one's The Revenge. But it says, Hamza Ali Mazari pursues Major Iqbal to dismantle Pakistan's crime system. As his mission unfolds, his past reveals a transformative history that shaped his relentless drive for justice.
Wow. So it's a Pakistani movie?
I guess so. And it is in Hindi. So you probably want to...
It's in Hindi. I was kind of wondering if it might be Indian, because there's lots of big movies that come out
and
that are Indian.
By the way, it has a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's 4 hours long.
Whoa!
It's like, the movies are like that.
Yeah.
Like the movies from overseas.
Yeah.
Like, remember that one that was really big for a while, Triple R or whatever?
I think so.
With they were fighting tigers and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
I tried to watch that. Couldn't do it.
Oh.
Couldn't do it. 8772 Radio U. Let us know what you've seen lately, or use the talkback button in the new Radio U app. I have so many things to talk about. I've been watching a lot of stuff.
I went to the theaters to see a new movie, so I got to talk about that.
All right, we'll get to our reviews and yours coming up. Send in your reviews. We just did the box office breakdown where Durantar, The Revenge was number 3. Hoppers was number 2, and Project Hail Mary came in at number 1, making over $80 million in North America alone. Thomas said he went to see it.
Okay.
Project Hail Mary. He says he really enjoyed it. Listened to the audiobook last year, and the movie was very loyal to the book.
Yeah, this was another thing I learned Saturday, I believe, was that it was based off of a book. I had no idea that it was based off of a book.
Somebody sent that in when we did the weekend watch list, too.
Okay.
And I didn't know. I mean, why would I know that?
Yeah, I had no clue.
Also, we heard from Tim, who says he watched on YouTube the Disney Channel live stream of the Hannah Montana, reunion.
Okay.
And more of Ryan Hall, y'all, weather streams. An interesting amalgamation.
Yes.
Aly, what did you watch lately?
I got to see Hoppers in theaters over the weekend, so I contributed to that, $18 million you said?
Something like that?
Yeah.
High teens?
Yeah, somewhere around there. So yeah, my boyfriend and I went to go see that on Friday. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fun film. It had some really funny moments.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wish we had a little more of the lizard, because the lizard was probably one of my favorite parts.
Mm-hmm.
But still really enjoyed it. And I definitely think that Pixar is moving in the right direction with this movie.
Yeah.
The characters were likable. I related a lot to the main character, Mabel. So, yeah.
So I had it as a high B tier.
Okay.
And you thought that was shockingly low for the reviews, if I recall.
I did.
After seeing it, though, what tier would you put it in?
I probably would personally give it around a B+, A-.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's solid, but compared to what we've seen from Pixar, they've set the standard so high for themselves that it's really hard to put this on the same level. But we have seen not great movies from them. So, this is, like I said, a move in the right direction.
And better than most other, not just Pixar movie, or better than a lot of other Pixar movies, better than most kids' movies.
Yeah.
And the best thing that Pixar's probably done in 5 years at least.
Yeah,
so.
it's the best that they've done in a while.
All right, I've got a lot to get through. Number 1, I watched Cobb. Have you ever heard of Cobb?
No.
Cobb is a movie about Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb.
Yeah, the baseball player.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Possibly, some say the greatest baseball player of all time.
He's got some great stats.
Here's the Radio U connection. Obviously, I'm jonesing for baseball. And then we had St. Patrick's Day coming up. one of the bands I listen to a lot of time, it was coming up last week. One of the bands I listen to around St. Patrick's Day is Flatfoot 56 from Radio U's Throwback Channel because they do bagpipes or whatever ties in to St. Patrick's Day. They have a song about Ty Cobb.
No way.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is a really, this guy sounds so wild.
Yeah.
And so I was like, there must be a movie about this man.
And there is.
And there is, from the 90s, starring Tommy Lee Jones as Ty Cobb.
No way.
But here's what I'm going to tell you. Do not watch the movie.
It's bad.
It's not good. Tommy Lee Jones is the only good thing about it. But here's what's crazy. Ty Cobb, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. The movie is when he's in his 70s.
Oh.
It's in his 70s. It's a true story that he had hired a big-time sports writer at the time to write a biography about him.
Yeah.
And so he's trying, but so it's taking place as he's 70 years old in the 50s or whatever.
Telling his story?
Yeah, so there's some flashbacks to baseball and whatever, but it's not like a baseball movie, really.
Oh.
And it's about Ty Cobb and how horrible of a guy he is because he, drunk, racist, misogynist, just like a horrible guy.
Sounds like pretty much any baseball player
Probably
from
from
that
the 1800s,
era.
yeah.
Like Babe Ruth. Ever heard of him?
Yeah, so that's fine. I would have rather you show me that in the time he was playing. What did the other players think of him?
Right.
Were they like, hey, it's okay, we're all racist? Or were they, was there people that were upset? Did they not like him?
Yeah.
I think they didn't like him because he was so competitive. According to the movie, back in the 1800s when he was playing, it was like kind of a circus. Baseball was more of a circus, but he took it really seriously.
It shows with the stats he has.
Yeah,
he definitely took it seriously.
But not a very good movie. The guy who plays the sports writer is the worst. It's just so hammy and just it's not played to be funny, but it is. It's funny just how bad it is. Anyways, I watched that. I also, quickly, watched a more current movie, and that is Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Oh,
That's pretty fun.
Okay.
Good cast. And so look that up. I enjoyed it. And I've been watching Company Retreat, the new season of Jury Duty.
Yes.
If you missed The Office, just watch this show. It's basically The Office. Did everybody know this? That the government is shut down again?
Yeah, it's like going through a partial shutdown, and it has been for a while now.
It's been going on long enough. I feel like I've heard about this from time to time, but I didn't know it was just continually ongoing since mid-February. It's been going on long enough, this partial government shutdown, that TSA workers are now missing their second paycheck because of this shutdown.
Yeah, I think about 2 weeks ago, I was starting to see stuff about the TSA agents now not getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's for 2 paychecks in a row, haven't got paid. Many of them are not there. And so if you've been flying, you are certainly aware of this partial shutdown because the lines at TSA have been crazy. I've seen a bunch of pictures, and I guess I have heard about this because my dad just was flying from Florida and then back to Ohio, and he was saying that TSA took a long time for him.
Yeah, it's still I've also heard stories of people that say that they went and you wouldn't even notice. So it just depends where you go, but it's gotten bad enough. I mean, we got to be paying the TSA workers, or I mean, would you show up to work if you weren't getting paid?
I mean,
I wouldn't.
It'd be really hard to convince me to go.
Yeah.
To spend the money on gas and all of that. And if I'm not getting paid, I'd probably be doing some Uber Eats or something, trying to find a way to get some extra money.
Well, we do have a hero in this situation.
Okay.
The government shutdown is not ending, at least not now, as of now. But the TSA workers may still get paid thanks to Elon Musk.
What?
Yeah, he has literally offered, he says that he would pay the TSA workers their salaries during the shutdown because the situation is negatively affecting the lives of so many Americans at airports.
It's true. Is he able to do that? Is he actually able to pay? If he truly wanted to, which
he's got $1 trillion.
Yeah, I know he could if he truly wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he puts these statements out on X, and it's not actually he's never going to follow through with it.
Mm-hmm.
But legally, could an individual, private citizen pay the employees of a government agency?
Probably not.
Yeah.
It looks like it's pretty much definitely not going to happen.
Okay.
Unfortunately for the TSA workers, I guess.
Because I was like, man, if this could be a solution, we could be getting out of government shutdowns all the time.
Yeah, but it's a illegal. I think. I mean, like, who knows? But it looks like
Legally,
it's illegal,
he
and
can't.
definitely for a good reason. Because while Elon Musk may have the purest of intentions, and he just wants to pay because he's got $1 trillion,
it'd be like accepting a bribe.
and he would never know. Like, he would never even notice the money was gone. Somebody else or Elon Musk could do this and be like, "Hey, since I paid the TSA agents, now you need to let me do blank."
Right. It's like bribery money.
Yeah. So it's a precedent that we, I guess, cannot set,
Payola maybe counts in this,
Yeah.
has a precedence for this.
So we can't, unfortunately, which instead means if I was reading the headlines right this weekend, that means they're sending out ICE agents to supplement the TSA workers.
Oh, that's going to go great.
I know. Everybody wants that, right? I think everybody's in agreement. ICE agents at the airport. Even the ICE agents are like, please don't do this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure the ICE agents love that.
So good luck out there if you're going to be flying anytime soon. It still continues to be a mess.
Oh,
unless you're lucky, like I've said, some people I know have gone and didn't even notice, but I am going to need them to have this cleared up in no more than 2 months because that's when I'm flying.
Oh, my goodness.
The countdown is on.
I would hope it's cleared up by then because that's a long time for them not to get paid.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the Fanatics Flag Football Classic over the weekend?
I did not.
I got a notification while I was out and about on Saturday that it was going on. They were like, "Watch live, Tom Brady plays football again." And
what was it on?
Tubi.
I
think it was actually on Fox on the TV, but I don't know because I was out. But the notification came from Tubi.
That's surprising. I have the Tubi app and I didn't even get a notification for it.
That's crazy. You must have them turned off.
I must, which is probably a good idea.
But I popped on for literally like 5 minutes. I saw one series.
Okay.
Which was enough, but I didn't know the whole like scenario of what they were putting together. But this is the thing that was supposed to take place in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
but they had to move it here.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I understand why.
Yeah. And then it had like a bunch of current and former NFL stars, plus some like celebrities like Logan Paul and I Show Speed participating in this flag football competition, but then it was against the like celebrities and our NFL players were making up two teams that were playing against the actual Team USA flag football team.
Oh, wow.
And the Team USA flag football team cleaned up.
Oh, I believe it. They're supposed to be like the best at flag football.
Yeah, but the best quarterback at flag football you would think is nowhere near as good as Tom Brady or Jalen Hurts or Joe Burrow, right?
I would think that flag football, I have not played it, but I would think it's different type of game.
Yeah, apparently it is.
Different skill set involved.
Apparently it is. I mean, obviously Tom Brady was out there throwing dimes.
Sure.
But the flag football team that actually plays flag football just knew how to, like they had much better strategy, I guess. And so
I guess that's a good sign for the Olympics.
Yeah. And like a lot of like your some of the skills that you would use in NFL, the field is half as long.
Yeah.
And I think it's half as wide as well. It's really skinny because you only have 5 players on each side.
Which makes it harder to escape from somebody trying to grab your flag.
Yeah. Although it was amazing when I was watching Tom Brady, the defensive team will send one rusher at the quarterback.
Okay.
And you can't impede that guy. So that means the quarterback can't just sit back there all day and just never, wait to throw until something opens up. He's got hardly any time at all.
Yeah.
But Tom Brady threw a touchdown where they sent the rusher and he's just sprinting at Tom Brady, and Tom Brady just easily sidesteps him. Even, the immobile Tom Brady just gives him a little juke and steps out of the way, and all of a sudden that guy's, 5 yards down the field.
Right.
And then that gives Tom Brady the time to throw the touchdown pass. So that was pretty impressive. But not enough. The Team USA team outscored the teams made up of celebrities and NFL players, a total of 106-44.
Oh my gosh.
It was a blowout.
Oh no.
You're not used to seeing Saquon Barkley and Joe Burrow get it handed to them like that.
Well, Joe Burrow maybe, but that's surprising, but also not surprising because you would expect that the U.S. flag football team would be really good at flag football. They're supposed to be the best.
if Tom Brady's not the best at it, is it even football?
But he played regular football.
I know. This is something else.
This is a different thing.
We shouldn't even call it football.
I think it's just, you understand that it's different. It's flag football. And so I would hope Team USA is the best at it.
Yeah, I would
If they got beat by these guys, I'd be like, this is a bad sign. We're not going to win the gold.
I don't know. I feel like that's being proud that like our USA horse team beat LeBron at horse.
I would be totally expecting them to beat them.
I would be disappointed. Five Guys is making a major change. Is this something or nothing to everyone? 8772 Radio U, or use a talkback button in the new Radio U app to let us know. Five Guys, known for their burgers and fries.
Sure.
But they're changing how you receive your fries.
Oh no! Are they not going to pour them into the bag anymore?
They're going to double bag them.
Double bag.
Yeah, because the fries have always been served in those cups.
Yeah.
But Five Guys is moving away from the cups and instead putting them in little fry bags, similar to if you get a small fry from McDonald's.
Like the small fry from McDonald's?
Yeah, like you know how those are not in the cardboard?
Yeah, they're like a paper.
Yeah, that
thing.
little waxy little bag.
Yeah, it's like parchment paper or something.
Yeah, that's what Five Guys is doing.
No.
Now, they're not small, of course.
Oh, okay. I was going to say those bags are so tiny for the small at McDonald's.
I mean, they can make them in different sizes.
Yes,
so
that's true.
There'll be different sizes.
If it was that small, I'd be like, no way.
But here's why. I mean, one, how attached are we to the cups just without any other context?
I got to be honest, I don't eat at Five Guys a lot, so I'm not super attached. But all I remember from Five Guys was like how much overflow of fries would be left in the bag.
Right?
Yeah.
So people think some are saying that this is a way of them cutting back on the fries they're giving you, because it does feel like less might fit in the bag than in the cup, right? Even if it's supposedly the same size.
Sure.
I think that's a possibility. Others, though, are saying that this is a sign of the economic times. That bad signs for the economy. Yeah, we're heading for a recession, maybe.
Oh no!
Because if Five Guys can't afford the cups to put your fries in, they have to go with the cheap waxy bags. Then that could be a sign that we're all in trouble.
Cheap waxy bags is a great description. That might be, because I would imagine the cups were probably a little bit more expensive than this little parchment paper bag.
They have to be. Five Guys says that, first of all, the number one thing is don't worry about like the extra bag fries. Those will definitely
those will remain.
Yeah, those will remain. So you should still, if we trust Five Guys, they should still be getting whatever the size you ordered is. Like the quantity should not change.
Okay.
It's just how they're serving it. But I do feel like when I'm paying like $6 for 4 ounces of fries, put it in a cup. I think you can afford to put it in a cup, don't you?
I would think so, because their food, as you've said before, is pretty expensive.
It's crazy. I just went to Five Guys literally a week ago.
Yeah.
Crazy expensive.
Yeah, pretty expensive in the grand scheme. So I would say keep doing the cups. And also, I think it's a lot more convenient to eat it from the cup than from the little
100%,
bag. Because
100%.
the little bag is going to be tipping over, but the cup, you can put it on a table and just eat it, and it's great.
Yep. That's a great point. It is much more stable. Or, put the cup in a cup holder in your car while you're driving.
Oh, yes.
You can't do that with a cheap waxy bag.
I mean, you could, but it's just not, things are going to fall out.
Yeah.
You're going to get salt all over the place. Just, not as fun.
I feel like Five Guys should give us a discount for doing this. I think some of it too is also reducing waste or whatever.
I'm sure.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the excuse they're giving us. We all know it's about money. We all know it's about the bottom line, Five Guys.
You charge so much you can afford to be wasteful. That's what I say. Did you ever do a fundraiser car wash?
I did not.
You've never done that?
I've never done it, but I always kind of wanted to be a part of something like that. Because it seemed fun.
I really was hoping in my mind, because like when I've done them, occasionally it was for like to fund trips overseas or whatever. And so I was hoping that you would have had to do that. But in Zambia, you would have to do a car wash to fund your plane ticket back home.
to the United States.
That would have been hilarious to me.
That would have been funny. But yeah, no, have never been involved in them, but I've seen them before. But yeah, I've never done it.
I've done, when I was growing up, several, like I would say a handful of like charity or fundraising car washes. And it's hard work. One time, where I grew up in Maryland, there was like a quarry nearby.
Okay.
And so they were, there was always people trucking, whatever they were quarrying.
Yeah. Probably
there.
Rocks and all sorts of stuff.
So this guy in his like big dump truck that he used to go back and forth from the quarry, he stopped to do our car wash.
Oh no.
His car was like, his truck, is a big dump truck. So bigger than like a large vehicle.
Yeah.
More than 4 wheels. And it's caked in like cement, basically.
Oh, no.
And we were supposed to wash it, which is like, he did give a lot of money, but also it's like, this really sucks.
Yeah,
dude.
you're going to need some scrapers out there. And
now when I see people out doing fundraiser car washes, I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
As in, how do they make any money when I can just go down the street to the drive-through car wash, which is truly one of our most amazing modern inventions. Like, I mean, seriously, if you go back like 20 years, I don't know if they had the drive-through car wash. And so it would take you how long to have to clean your car?
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
You have to get out the hose, get buckets. It would take your whole Saturday to just wash your car.
I remember it was a family affair when we would wash my parents' cars, It was actually fun for us kids. It was like you'd put your swimsuit on or whatever, but...
now, like 5 minutes in and out, $20, you can have your car cleaned, which I did over the weekend.
Okay.
I did not go to a fundraiser car wash.
You didn't look for one?
No,
you're like, where can I go?
Yeah. And I believe those are amazing inventions. It's especially amazing because basically no matter how dirty your car gets, you just in and out of that thing and boom, your car is clean.
I know. It is really cool. I do get stressed though on the one where you have to like get on the track.
That's what I did, yeah.
Yeah, I get stressed because they're like pointing which direction to move, and I'm like, I don't know which way to go.
I don't know why so many people are like
right,
that. They tell you, like, when was the last time you heard of a car getting stuck at the car wash?
I haven't. I've never gotten stuck, but I get stressed out because I don't know, like my brain shuts down. Similar to when I get an oil change and they're like, all right, show me your left blinker and your right blinker. I'm like doing the wrong ones. My brain just can't handle it.
You're not alone, clearly. But I am the designated, because of what you're saying, I am the designated oil change and car wash guy.
Yeah.
Between me and Mrs. Hudson. Because she
us
gets the
girlies
same.
Get stressed doing this.
And she's a much better driver than me in every other venue, but I have to do the car washes and oil changes. Anyways, it is amazing that you can just drive into one of those things. And as long as you line it up right, you're in and out of there in 3 minutes and you look good as new when you come out.
Yeah.
And that is what God does for us too. We can have a lot of cement caked on us, a lot of issues all built up, a lot of dirt that feels like it can never be washed away. But oh, look, you go through the God drive-through and all of a sudden you're looking good as new. Jesus wants to give you that new lease on life, that fresh start, that looking like you just drove off the lot dealership look with your life. That it's not just something that other people will notice, but it's something that you will feel. And it's so amazing when you just say, hey, God, I need you in my life. I need some forgiveness. I need a fresh start. And he'll give it to you.
Yeah, it's like an old car that you own that just got detailed. You didn't think it could ever have that new car smell again. It does.
It can.
God can perform miracles, people.
The new car smell is misleading. It's just a clean car smell.
Yeah, it's just a clean car smell.
If you want that in your life, start talking to God about it. Say, hey, Jesus, I need that. I need that fresh start. Or go to radiou.com/free gift. Police in New York City are on the lookout for a 33-year-old man accused of robbing 6 banks in about 3 or 4 days last week.
Oh my gosh.
8772 RadioU, or using the talkback button in the new RadioU app, you can think about this one. If you had robbed 6 banks, Aly, pretend you're a criminal. How much money would you have needed to feel like it was worth your while?
Well, if you're robbing 6 banks, I would imagine like it must be working quite well for you to keep doing it, right? Like if things are going good. I don't know. Maybe like 100,000 for each of them?
100,000 each.
Yeah.
So
$600,000.
Yeah, $600K.
Somewhere between there.
6 banks.
$600,000 to $1 million. Although
right.
I don't know how much money actually every bank keeps on hand.
Yeah, I feel like, $100,000 at one bank feels like a true heist.
Yeah.
But what if I told you that this guy who robbed 6 banks in the New York City area last week walked away with $605.
What?
$605
total.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, no wonder he kept going. It wasn't working.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't get enough the first time, so he had to go to another one.
I got petty cash, and that's about it.
He's like, surely one of these banks has to have some actual money. Apparently, this probably makes it worse. He robbed one bank and got $320. He robbed another and got $265. Then at the other 4 combined, he got $20.
Whoa. Yeah. Maybe they sent warnings to all the other banks to
maybe. I don't know what the order was.
Keep your money somewhere else or something.
1, so 3, he walked away completely empty-handed.
Yeah.
1, he got $20. That feels harder than getting 100,000.
Yeah.
That somehow you robbed a bank. You probably told them you have a gun or I've got a bomb or whatever it is. And they're like, here's $20. And you're like, okay. And you turn around and leave.
You leave.
Good enough for me.
Yes, I guess that's it.
But when you think of, I'm closer to you on the 100,000. I feel like that's ambitious and you probably need a whole team to pull that off.
Right, maybe.
But when you think about what you're putting on the line to rob a bank, that, I don't know, you could potentially be like literally shot leaving the bank.
Right.
If not, you're probably, and you ever are caught, you're probably going to go to jail for a long time.
Right.
You got to be getting a lot of money to make that risk worthwhile.
It feels like
a lot more than $600.
Yeah.
$100 per bank.
It feels like with the money he took away, he was like robbing a Subway. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He was robbing.
He might as well have, and he probably would have a better success rate.
Yeah. It seems like he was robbing a convenience store, something that's just like less cash in the till.
Yeah.
But,
maybe his whole thing was like just get in, get out quick, and just make it a volume operation.
Yeah.
He's a volume shooter.
Yeah.
Just jack up a lot of shots.
Something's got to work.
He's Derrick Rose of robbing banks. They haven't caught him yet, though. They know who he is.
Yeah,
His name
I'm seeing images of him right now.
Gustavo de Jesus Torres. He's 33 years old. Apparently, this is not the first time that they believe he's been robbing banks. And they did get some footage of him on a subway, not at a subway.
Oh my!
On the subway system, and so I'm sure they'll catch him eventually.
I hope so.
And hopefully,
New York's a big city, though.
That $605 can be returned to its rightful owners.
Yeah,
they're probably really, really all torn up about what to do about it.
I'm sure the whatever bank insurance can cover that.
The worst is if they have like the ink packs on them, and so he stole $605 and then doesn't even get to do anything with it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.